Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Match number 3 with our deck, but I've changed it up a little. We got rid of the Mardu Scouts and cut back on the Avaricious Dragon. And for 2-drop, I'm going to try the Dragon Tempest, just as a 2 of. And we are going to play a full playset of Ash Cloud Phoenixes. I think this is going to work out a little bit better than the Avaricious Dragon. So we still have 10 dragons for Draconic Roar. And then also the Dragon Whisper, if we happen to have a dragon out, triggers off the Draconic Roar. So anyway, let's go ahead. We have a match waiting for us. I think that we keep this hand, 2 Dragon Whispers and a Thunderbreak Regent, so double Thunderbreak Regent. A little redundant, but I mean, it's a decent little curve here. And Temple of Plenty. A lot of white decks today. Draconic Roar will be great because we can actually reveal. So if he puts out like a turn 2 play, like a lion here. Fleece Ram, this is a different player, so it's not the same one we played against. But a turn 2 Fleece Ram is pretty good. He's going to be gaining a lot of life. Hate to see an Assault Formation. The Roast will come in just for the Fleece Ram. This looks very similar again. Is it going to be Assault Formation? If he does, he have another Nyx Fleece Ram. So we will Draconic Roar instead of another. Yeah, I think we want to kill off that Pantheon. Would he block the Dragon Whisper with the Herald of the Pantheon? We could kill off a Nyx Fleece Ram. I think we'll just Draconic Roar. And pass the turn. And he's going to be gaining a lot of life. But they're not doing anything without the Assault Formation. And a Silk Wrap. So we'll cast a Thunderbreak. Gaining a ton of life. This is going to stabilize him. Oh, you know what? This is green-white enchantment stuff. I don't have to, or it's got the black in here as well. So see if his little angel, Starfield and Nyx, is going to get him back the Pantheon, but it's also going to make his Silk Wrap vulnerable. So we'll go ahead and cast another Thunderbreak Regent. And flying, when I used to play this deck, flying was the bane of the deck's existence. I mean, he gets about a 4/4, but 4/4 Angels. Did he just choose not to at the beginning of his upkeep? Return target enchantment from graveyard battlefield as long as you have 5 or more R's. Alright, so here's a Sigil. What that does make the Silk Wrap vulnerable to a Draconic Roar, or his Nyx Fleece Rams. Or even the Sigil if I can get something that can do enough damage. So, see how we want to do this. We need a Nykthos Shrine of Nyx. None of these have flying yet. If I kill the Silk Wrap, we get back a dragon. I think that's the best. Line of play. Oh, then he just gets that back. So that actually isn't the best line of play. But that's when you cast. Huh. We're going to do a lot of damage here. He's down to an 8. He does gain back some life. If you cast the enchantment, he's a 4/4. But we have 1, 2, 3. So the Silk Wrap is going to come back out and get rid of the Flamewake Phoenix this time. Yeah, that was a. I'm surprised he goes back to the Dragon Whisperer, because he's going to cast a. Oh, he has another Silk Wrap for the Flamewake Phoenix. And now he does have a 4/4. Attacks in with everything. If we draw a land, though, it's lethal, right? Yikes. So, just cast the Flamewake and the Dragon Whisperer. Cast a Flamewake, post So if we attack him with everything and he doesn't block, if he blocks, he's down to a 6, and then the Fanatic doesn't do enough. It only does 3. Yeah, we definitely should have killed a Nyx Fleece Ram with the Draconic Roar. Just actually not even worried about the Draconic Roar. That was just, or waited in main phase. This is way late, way too late to be playing on a budget. Yeah, definitely could have used that way more defensively. So we'll Dragon Whisperer. Go to the main phase. And then cast a Flamewake Phoenix. And then pass the turn. So he does gain some life here. He'll get back his no, okay, this guy's an enchantment. How come I always think that this guy's an enchantment? And he just passes the turn, so I think we're okay. I think we do enough damage with, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he doesn't have enough blockers. I believe, unless he's got something amazing in his hand. So Fanatic. And then attack him with everything. Well, by everything I mean these guys. And hopefully that's enough. Alright, that works. So even without my massive play mistake. So here though, here's the problem. Like, Anger gets really good. Anger is actually incredibly good. I don't know if we... Magma Sprays and Wild Slashes and Roasts are also pretty decent. Dragon Tempest is also effective. Magma Spray is good against getting rid of all the annoying cards. Anger, I think at this point we bring in too much, and maybe I don't even need Wild Slashes or Magma or Wild Slashes. Well, it kills Eidolon. It kills enough. I actually like Avaricious Dragon here. I think that maybe Dragon Whisperer, even though what ends up happening is the boards do get clogged. But if I bring in so many Angers, what does Anger actually hit in his deck? That, I mean, it gets rid of them gone forever. So Wild Slash might just be too much overkill. Crater's Claw is amazing in this deck as well. Ashcloud Phoenix has seen fine. Avaricious Dragon, again, I like this card. It gets us to where we need to go. Anything that... Dragon Tempest, possibly not a Dragon Tempest. But if we get enough dragons out, these start to stack. Yeah, I think Dragon Tempest is the weak link. And I'm actually thinking Dragon Whisperer is pretty weak. Because he's got the Silk Wraps, he's going to keep him in, and we could actually get rid of everything that Silk Wrap can hit. Because, yeah, another card that does seem weak is going to be the Flamewake Phoenix, because he's got so many ways to exile that I don't think that Flamewake Phoenix is the greatest card. Crater's Claw we could cut down to a 3 of. I do want to draw 1, but I think that that's all we want to draw is 1. And Fanatic, well, Crater's Claw is just better than, well, let's see here. I'm actually just going to cut a mountain or nah. Avaricious Dragon. We'll cut the dragon. The more and more I play the card, the least I like it. Well, can't keep this land. Or this hand. We will mulligan it away. I don't think we can keep this one either. Well, we unfortunately have to keep a 1 land. Hate losing this way. It's not a fun way to play Magic the Gathering. We do if we draw into 1 land. We actually have the Draconic Roar and the Roast. Magma Spray is okay. It's at least action. Can't hit a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. Or, excuse me, a Nyx Fleece Ram. And there's the Fleece Ram. That's going to gain him a lot of life. If we hit a land, we can roast it. And there's no land. So this is not looking good for us. See if he's got the Courser Prufix. If he gets Courser, we have to get a roast. So he had a great 6. And he's got another one coming up. So come on, land off the top. There, that's perfect. Alright, so at least we can interact with kill the Courser, even though he's got another Courser coming up. Still have to draw a ton of lands. I'm sure he'll play another Courser. Doomwake Giant. It's an okay card versus us. It gets past the Stormbreath Dragon. Well, we got another roast. That was a great draw. So double Courser in the bin. Fleece Ram's going to gain him a gazillion life by the time we can deal with it, though. Could Draconic Roar and Magma Spray it. I mean, it's an option. So we will Magma Spray this guy. Actually, I think that we'd rather just Draconic Roar. Yeah, and this is getting into a stalemate. I mean, we could still draw out of this. Eventually, the lands will come. He just needs 2 more lands, and yeah, we're pretty much going to get beat down by a Doomwake Giant. Doomwake Giant, yeah, that's rough for us to deal with. It's 6 toughness. It's not like we're running a low land count in this deck either. It's 24 lands. It's quite average. Alright, so we do get a land. Still nothing to cast, though. We have an Anger of Gods we can, yeah, not really do anything with. So we need to avoid him drawing that land for the Doomwake. And there it is. I think Doomwake's going to get us. Or, yeah, Sigil Doomwake, even worse. And we still miss that land drop. At this point, what is the weak link? I think a Fanatic of Mogis is the weak link. So just hardcast a Doomwake Giant. The Starfield Nyx can get back the Coursers. Anger of Gods can be pretty mean. Well, they're 4/4s. Another Nykthos trying to Nyx. I mean, at least we can cast a Thunderbreak Regent. I think it's better than nothing. Or an Ashcloud Phoenix, because then we can get the Ashcloud Phoenix back. Oh no, he just Doomwake Giants. That was a bad play. And then the Anger's weird. Yeah, so there's a Doomwake. Kills the Ashcloud. Doomwake's a 5/5. And he's able to attack in. Do I kill the Nyx Fleece Ram? Might as well. Because at this point, can this guy even do much? I can block a Sigil and just... yeah, I think we take out the Nyx Fleece Ram. We could have actually angered that away. Thunderbreak here. But he's got double angels. Yeah, this one's over. And there's the Banished Knight. Alright. Get another angel out. So maybe I need to rethink this. Maybe I need to try to be more aggressive over him and the Flamewakes. That's fine. I think we're okay with the list we have. So I'll submit this. We do want a lot of devotion out for a Crater's Claw. Alright, let's play first. You know what I probably should have cut is Draconic Roars. Yeah, they're actually quite weak. This is another iffy hand. I think we keep it. We have 2 lands. We do need help here. We need to draw every land in our entire deck. We don't have really anything to do against a Nyx Fleece Ram again. And yeah, so risky keep, and I think it's going to hurt us. Love to see just a Herald of the Pantheon here. Alright, so this is something we can interact with, so... Alright, land off the top. Perfect. And I could just morph out an Ashcloud Phoenix, but I think that we don't want to do that. Because the Silk Wrap is still a thing. I'd hate to see a Courser. And there's the Courser. No roast and Doomwake coming up, which is really good against Ash Cloud. Anger can't interact with it. Yeah, it's... Need to hit that land. We had to hit that land. Brain Mag coming up is pretty mean. But he misses his land drop as well. Alright, land off the top. Crater's Claw, Crater's Claw, Crater's Claw. Again, it's something... Well, he gets the land and a Brain Maggot. But it's going to be an Eidolon. So I think we will Anger. There's our Mountain, though. A Mountain... At this point, do I put out... No, I have to Anger. And then pass. Which is allowing him to get the... Still stuck at 4 lands, though. He can Brain Maggot here. Which we can Crater's Claw after... We need to draw into a land and then Thunderbreak Regent and Crater Claw that. Or just Fanatic of Mogis and Crater Claw it. So we're not in terrible shape. We're actually in pretty good shape. But he doesn't take the Ash Cloud Phoenix, for sure. Stormbreath. I'm interested. I don't know quite why Stormbreath's fine. We'll Thunderbreak. He still has a lot of cards, and there's this 5th land for the Doomwake and the Arbor Colossus. And a Banishing Light on the Thunderbreak Regent. So I do want the Anger in the hand for when the Starfield comes out. Nykthos trying to Nix. Okay, so we will Fanatic of Mogis. Or Ash Cloud. He'll use his guy. It will kill Ash Cloud, flip it. I think Fanatic is just better. Gives us a blocker as well. And now we can Crater's Claw. But we needed to have the jump on him. He's going to start getting just too much value out of his Courser. He has so many cards in his hand. I'd be surprised if he just cast a Doomwake here. Huh. Alright, so he can just get in with damage with the Courser. I don't know if I quite agree with that play. I actually don't even know if we quite roast. I could roast an Anger, depending on how he blocked. Do we care about keeping his Courser? He's got a big Arbor Colossus coming up as well. I can't interact with the Doomwake Giant. I think what we have to do is attack him with Fanatic. See where he blocks. And that is fine because I think we will still roast and Anger. So roast here. And then Anger. But he still has his Courser. Banishing Light coming up. Has the Arbor Colossus. I think we just lose. Sigil. And a million other. And Nyx Fleece Ram. Alright, so down to a 7. We do have the Stormbreath Dragon, but he has the Arbor Colossus. We have double Stormbreath Dragon. But even with the Stormbreath Dragon, the Sigil can get out of control. This is a rough matchup. Definitely is a rough matchup. Maybe I should have went to the aggressive route and went with the Dragon. Alright, so he's got the Arbor Colossus. We have a backup Stormbreath Dragon. can we quite even, when he monstrosities it 1/2, it's a destroy target creature with flying. And then it becomes a 7/7. So we have to bring out a blocker anyway. So I think it's just Ash Cloud Phoenix. And then when he does have the mana the 6 mana to monstrosity it too. I'm surprised he did that. Unless he has another land in hand. Doomwake Giant. Number 2. Which, yes, kills off. And now he attacks into the Arbor Colossus. I have to block the Arbor Colossus. Which really makes my devotion no good. Haven's alright. At this point, though, we're down to 5. He can just use the Arbor Colossus next turn. I don't see us coming out of this. We'd have the other Stormbreath. We were just too slow. Too slow. Because he has plenty of... He just uses... Yeah, Arbor Colossus kills the Stormbreath. Or just attacks him with everything. Close though. I mean, this was a 2-1. I mean, even if he attacked him with everything, he'd win. The Arbor Colossus just is more insult to injury. Still liking this newer version. Dragon Tempest, maybe we should have kept it in. No, it wouldn't have done enough. It's just too slow for this type of deck. I don't know if it needs to be in the sideboard. We'll play one more. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.